Hey guys, it's Adu. I'm back again with another video. So what this video is going to be about is continuing one of my favorite lists of the books that traumatized me. Okay, I've read quite a few books that were traumatizing to read. Oh my gosh, they emotionally drained me, destroyed me. I'm not to the point of no return. Okay, I'm still here, guys. Okay, yeah. So, and I also want to note that these books, not all of them are going to be good, not all of them are going to be bad. I will share with you maybe at the end of the video or during my commentary on each book that whether they were good or not. But you know, I also wanted to say that this video is to help you guys out. Take it as an educational tool, you know, as an educational resource, guys. Because if you happen to have the same tastes as me in terms of romance reads, then you most likely will stumble across some of these books, okay? And if you come across these books I'm listing right now in this video, you might want to like take caution. You might want to rethink your decision of opening the book up and reading it, because I care about you and I wouldn't want to put you through what I went through. So yeah, these books are also going to be ranked, so let's head into it. Okay, so the first book ranked low on this list is The Lonely Pole by Takara Allen. Now I'm just gonna straight up and say it. This book was bad. This book was bad. I didn't like it. That's why I didn't finish it. It traumatized me, not because of the way she wrote it, because Takara Allen, I've mentioned before that I love her writing style. I just love how she writes. I love it, you know. This book was just, it was because I would say it was bad because it was really packed with a lot of things, a lot of drama, like just things that just made me uncomfortable, themes that I can't even spell it out for you guys. I can't, you know, just it was just unpleasant. It was an unpleasant read. I didn't have a good time reading it at all. Like, I didn't. I don't even know what else more to say other than that, but I can tell you, I remember the speed at which I checked out of that book, the speed at which I even clicked delete to get my refund back from Kindle. I wasn't playing, mate. I'm not playing about my money, nor am I playing about my peace of mind, okay? Yeah. Okay, guys, so the second to last book on this list, okay, that traumatized me, this was a series, and it's called Devil's Night, the series by Penelope Douglas. I know that title is weird. Like, guys, I read it as a kid and I don't think I'd ever read a book titled Devil's Night again, especially with the way this book was written and what it was written about. Okay, it was a 5-part series, so there were 5 of them. There might be 4 or 4.5, yeah, I don't know, but I probably read about 3. Yeah, so the first one, I remember the female protagonist was called Erica, and I remember she was strikingly beautiful, and the male protagonist is called Michael, and that's pretty much what I'm going to read out loud, because I can tell you now, the first book, I was so unimpressed. I was unimpressed, guys. This is not the only Penelope Douglas book I've read also, okay? At least tried, you know, I probably tried to read the others, okay? But there's something, I'm not a fan of her writing. I think that's just it. I'm not a fan of her writing style. I'm not a fan of what she writes about. I think there's something weird about the storylines, and that's all I have to say about this whole series. Guys, do you want me to read to you the synopsis? I'll read to you the synopsis. This synopsis on Kill Switch, okay? I've done far worse than what I went to prison for. She has no idea how bad this can get. Okay, Winter's pov. Sending him to prison was the worst thing I could have done. It didn't matter that he did the crime or that I wished he was dead. Perhaps I thought I'd have time to disappear before he got out, or he'd cool off in jail and be anything but the horror he was. But I was wrong. 3 years came and went too fast, and now he's anything but calm. Prison only gave him time to plan, and while I anticipated his vengeance, I didn't expect this. He doesn't want to make me hurt. He wants to make everything hurt. Damon's pov. First things first, get rid of her daddy. So why did I say it like that? First things first, get rid of her daddy. He told them I forced her. He told them his little girl was a victim, but I was a kid too, and she wanted it just as much as I did. Step 2, give her, her sister, and her mother nowhere to run and no fuel to escape. Like, this is so cringe. It's so cringe. Like, I just don't buy it. It's unbelievable. It's just stupid. There's some kind of like kink too. Like, I don't know what, I don't want to say the word, but like, this is low key. There's like an abuse kink, I feel like, with this book and pretty much the others. Like, it's weird. It's weird. Very weird. I also thought what else was weird about it was the... Guys, I'm not gonna go too much into this series. I'm not doing that to myself. But yeah, no. This was a no. Okay, guys. So the final book on this list that traumatized me, the book on this list that traumatized me the most, was yet another Takara Allen novel. Like I said, I love Takara Allen. She rarely disappoints me. That's what I gotta say. She rarely disappoints me. And when she does, she makes up for it. So with this series called Seasons of Fidelity, I believe there were 2 books a part of it. Well, there's actually 3 a part of the series. It's so weird because I read it like that. Like, that was so weird. I read it like that. Like, it was so fast. I wish I read it. Like, it felt like one book. It felt like one book. So that's one thing I loved about this experience, this reading experience, you know. Even if the page count is quite hefty, those two aspects, such as the plot and the writing, it makes you forget really how hefty the page count is, you know. It just feels like a limited series that you watched. But when I tell you, yeah, although it was like, it felt so fast, the reading experience, what I went through in terms of what I read, the drama. I told you guys about Takara Allen. She does not play when it comes to the drama. She's a drama queen, guys. She is the drama queen when it comes to romance books. And one thing about me, I hate drama. I hate drama in books. I hate drama in real life, you know. Okay, I can't lie. I do like to read drama in books, but not to the extent where it just feels like, okay, you're doing too much now. And I feel like that's what she did with The Lonely Poem. You know, it just felt like things was just happening that just didn't make sense to me. But you could say the same thing for Seasons of Fidelity. I only read the series once, and I felt like after I had finished that series, I felt like it was only gonna be a one-time thing. Basically, it was gonna be a one-time thing. And the reason why I said that is because I was traumatized. It traumatized me. There was one character called Yael. Loved her. Dark skin beauty from the way she was described. I was a fan. Like, and there's actually, with this series, there's multiple couples. So Yael, she had a thing with some light-skinned guy. He reminded me, from the way he was described, the guy from I think his name is Jesse Williams or Michael Ealy. Yeah, him. He was sweet, but their relationship, it didn't end well. They didn't get together, period. They didn't. So I was bummed about that. And what else I was also bummed about was what Yael, I might not be saying her name right, but Yael was put through. She was put through so much. She was traumatized. She was put through so much. Guys, I didn't even want to tell you what happened to this woman, because like, it was a lot. And so because of that trauma, it prevented her from getting with her love interest, the light-skinned brother. And so this light-skinned brother, he ended up getting with some woman called Jordan. Now let me tell you about Jordan, okay? I read Seasons of Fidelity before I read the restricted series. So this Jordan girl pissed me off. I was like, who is you? And why are you trying to replace Yael? Why are you trying to replace Yael? But then, right after, it might not have been right after, but then I read the restricted series, and then that's when I came across Jordan. I hope her name is Jordan. I tend to confuse names, but Jordan was the female protagonist in the restricted series, and she went through so much. Guys, in I think it was my very first traumatic reads video, the restricted series was ranked 1 along with Seasons of Fidelity. So it's no shock that Takara Allen did a crossover between the characters from the restricted series and obviously Seasons of Fidelity. Like, they ended up, there was like some kind of crossover between the two books. Two of these books were trauma, so I don't recommend it. I don't think you'd have a good time. I recommend you read this one, because I actually was able to finish it from beginning to end, all 3 books. So it wasn't as traumatizing as the restricted series, but you're gonna be put through it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Please make sure to check out my other vids. I got a lot of things happening this summer. I'm free. I'm free from just the shackles of the education system. I'm free. But then I'm soon gonna have to enter the 9 to 5 prison. I'm going to have to enter that prison system. So I'm low-key being transferred. But you know, nothing in this life is free. Nothing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in my next. Peace.